Emotional starvation is one of the quietest forms of suffering because, unlike physical hunger, it cannot always be seen from the outside. A person may have a successful career, a comfortable home, and people around them every day, yet still feel an overwhelming emptiness that nothing seems able to satisfy. Emotional starvation begins when the heart goes too long without genuine understanding, affection, appreciation, or meaningful connection. It is the silent ache of feeling unseen, unheard, and emotionally unsupported, even while living a life that appears perfectly normal to everyone else. Over time, the lack of emotional nourishment begins changing the way a person thinks, feels, and interacts with the world. They may stop expressing their true emotions because they no longer expect anyone to listen. Compliments feel unfamiliar, kindness becomes difficult to accept, and asking for support feels like an impossible burden. Instead of reaching out, they quietly convince themselves that they must handle everything alone. Relationships become emotionally distant, not because they no longer care, but because they have forgotten what it feels like to be genuinely cared for. They may constantly seek approval, become overly attached to anyone who shows them attention, or lose themselves trying to earn the affection they have been missing for so long. The greatest tragedy of emotional starvation is that it slowly convinces a person that their emotional needs are unimportant, teaching them to survive instead of truly live. Yet the human heart was never designed to exist without connection, compassion, and acceptance. Recognizing these signs is not about believing that happiness depends entirely on other people, because true emotional well-being also comes from self-respect, healthy boundaries, and learning to value yourself. However, it is equally important to remember that meaningful human connection is not a weakness. It is one of our deepest psychological needs. The moment you begin surrounding yourself with people who listen without judgment, care without conditions, and value you without asking you to become someone else, the emptiness slowly begins to fade. Healing starts when you stop settling for relationships that merely occupy your time and begin seeking the ones that genuinely nourish your heart, allowing you to feel seen, understood, and emotionally alive once again.